Go.
Okay, so now we're going to talk about cell phones, and everybody always wants to know, what's the cell phone policy going to be? P.S. Sorry that my face is so dark. We have to turn the light off for this particular video, so just bear with me. I wanted you guys to be able to see this. I just want you to know that I think cell phones are awesome. You'll always see me with a Nook or my cell phone. I'm being filmed with my classroom iPad right now. There will always be technology in use in my classroom. I think that technology is amazing, and the directions in which it's going, the ways you're going to use it when you're in school or out of high school, they're just kind of fostering and getting more and more and more. So cell phones are totally awesome. Here's where we usually have the differentiation, is that a lot of times at your age, I still don't feel like you have learned the appropriate time to use your phone. And part of that has been my fault in the past. Take a look at this picture right here. This is actually a picture from one of my classes last year at the second semester. And, I took this picture this day, not because any of them were in trouble, because they weren't, but the rule in my class has been you're not supposed to use your cell phone. But the problem is, what happens if you're done with your work? Okay? As you look at this picture right here, I see one, oops, let's see if I can get another color. I see one, I can't get any of my colors to work. Okay, bear with me. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people on their cell phone. There's like 3 other people that sit over here that you can't see. And are they doing anything wrong? No. But it's going to change this year. If you don't have something to do because you're done with your work, then I've got other things that we're going to be working on. There's a difference in academic use of your cell phone and being on Facebook. Here's what you don't know. When you look at this picture right here, we have 8 people using their cell phones, 3 of which are failing other classes. But they're sitting in my room on their cell phone. So, one of the things that I want to encourage you to do is, if you're done with your work early, work on something from another class. Here's how to tell if it's the right time to use your phone. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. Okay, so I've got this sign that I've made, and it's going to stay on my whiteboard. And obviously red means stop, and it just says, caution, please, no cell phone use at this time. That means none. I don't want to see it to check the time. I have a clock. I don't want to see it because your mom texted you. Quite frankly, I don't care if your mom texted you. She shouldn't be interrupting your class, okay? There is one thing, that if there's an emergency, you can talk to me about that before class, and I will be sure to make an exception for if you get a phone call. I'm really understanding about that kind of thing. But if we are in school and we're working on academic stuff and you're done with your work, there's other things for us to be doing, which I'll talk to you about here in just a second. There are going to be times when we use our cell phones a lot in here, but it's not to scroll Twitter or to do Snapchat. It's not for any of that stuff. It's actually for academic use. Whenever you have permission to use a phone in here, you'll see the go sign, okay? That could be to use your earbuds to listen to music while we're working on an assignment. That could be because I'm actually giving you free time to be on your phone. That could be because we're working on a project and you're using it with applications or internet research. There's lots of reasons why you might be using your phones. You're using your phones today to watch video tutorials of me. So there are good uses for cell phones. You have to follow this. If it's on go, as long as you're using it for academic purposes, it's all good. What happens if I catch you with your phone? Well, here's going to be my rule that we're going to try out. If I catch you with your phone, I'm just going to take it, and it's going to go in my desk, and after class, you and I can talk about it, you can have it back, okay? If it becomes something that every day I feel like I'm taking your phone, then I'll take that up with you and a conference with your parents, because I'm almost 100% positive that they would disapprove of you being interrupted in my class because of your phone. Cell phones are awesome, you just have to learn how to use them at the appropriate times. So please don't get me wrong, because there will be lots of times I tell you, take out your phone and take a picture of that, or go ahead and put that in your calendar, or let's get our phones out so we can watch a video tutorial, or use an application. But it's not for Snapchat, it's not for Twitter, it's not for Facebook, it's not for Instagram. It's for academic use only. Those of you that are addicted to just checking your phone all the time, not going to be in here. keep it in your backpack if it's something that is, you know, very tempting to you, especially if you're one of those that's always checking it for the time. So use the clock in my room.